What's up, Vape Fam? How's everybody doing out there? Everyone out across the globe, welcome to the Ohm Kiwis, coming at you from little old New Zealand once again. Hey, Megan.
Hi,
I hear
Max.
clickety click, 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 click.
Oh, yeah, that was me just frantically like tapping away on my mouse. It's like, don't you dare connection. Don't you dare.
Oh, no, we just went live.
Yeah.
Welcome back if you're joining us for yet another week. Thanks for joining us for yet another week, I should say. What are we at? Episode 89. We're just chilling tonight. How's your week been, Megs? How you been?
How's my week been? It's been busy. It's been really, really busy. Oh gosh. So now I'm like tuning. It's like, do I bring it up, boss? Yeah, I kind of had to step up a little extra for Sarah and Garrett last week. Was it last week? Possibly the week before. They're in the process of like moving house and stuff, and no connection. Don't you dare. Yeah, so they were in the process of like moving house and things. So I thought it was like, oh yeah, need me for anything, I can help. And yeah, boy did I help. And I'm talking about like the shop.
Where they moved house.
Yeah, because they had like a lot of stuff to like move and things. Yeah, it meant that a lot more time was sort of needed to try and move stuff. So yeah, I worked a little extra. Just a wee bit.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay
So
for
there were a
helping
couple
out.
of days where I did full days, like open to close, and yeah, it was interesting the first one, and it had me like wondering how the hell did you do this for as long as you did when you opened the shop.
Check all the things. Alexis can't hear us, so just is everything transmitting, or is it just being weirdo?
No, yeah,
Come on.
everything's moving.
Okay, now sweet. Alexis, you should be able to hear us. Check you're not muted, honey. She's not gonna hear me say that. All right, I'm just letting a few people roll in, and of course we'll say hi to everyone in a wee bit. But wow, sounds like you had a full-on week, honey.
Yeah. It was super interesting. But yeah, I love my job. I love it. I love it a lot.
Super interesting. Yeah.
So now I want to like double check if everyone else can actually hear us, or if it's just Alexis.
I don't know. Tell us if you
oh
can
yeah, Elmo
hear
can
us,
hear.
please.
So can Joe. Yeah. Try not to burp right now.
I can hear everything. Okay, please pray to the internet gods. I can see things pixelating between Meg's and I's connection. We seem to be streaming to YouTube, all good, but we had shitty
just
weather
went
here.
Through an update.
Them updates. But we had shitty weather here yesterday. I don't know what your weather's doing in Wellington, Megan, but our internet is doing the dance. So we'll just be aware. Pray to them gods, guys.
Yeah. Weather-wise, it poured down with rain, I think, this morning. Or was that yesterday morning? Oh, God, I'm just losing. All my days are just merging.
Probably a bit of both, because that was what it was like here.
But it's been fine today. But when I left the house, it was dry. Meow.
Cool. Okay, guys. Well, as you can tell from the title of the show, we are just chilling tonight. I will tell you guys about my last few days in just a wee bit, because it's a bit of a long story. Which is the whole reason why I want it to be a zen chill show, because there's no reason to get all busy and chaotic tonight at all. Hey, there's a few people just dropping in for a little wee while, because good old daylight savings hasn't changed here in New Zealand just yet, almost. And times with the overseas have changed and not many people can stick around long anymore. So there's a few peeps just popped in saying hi. Just saying hi. Give out some hollers, eh?
Why not?
Some hollers. Woo! Big list tonight. Big holler going out to our lovely Alexis, one of our NZ dolls up in Auckland. Miss DIY Down Under is out there. Hey Pip, one of our Oz dolls in good old Australia.
Australia.
Loves going out to Nick, one of our honorary NZ dolls, Elmo out there in chat. Hollers and hello going out to Gavin. I haven't seen you around in a wee while. Oh, and we've got love mwah, to Australia again, going out to Jackie and Shane at iVape Australia. Sugar baby in the house. Don't know if my autofocus is gonna do the thing. It's not, but there's the sugar baby. Love you guys at iVape over in Oz. Hey, there's James. I thought you were just popping in and going to bed earlier. Hey, James. James is chilling from somewhere over in the US. I always forget where everybody is from because there's so many chatters that drop by from the States. Holla to America. Loves going out to who just popped in? My list moved. My list is moving. There's people's talking. What's the holla? Hey, to Hugh. Right, I'll jump back in my alphabet because that's what I'm looking at, an alphabetical. Holla going out to Hugh, who just strolled in. My list also moved on. Miss Jen just strolled in. Loves going out to, Miss Jen is 44 South, as well as recently the crew Timaru. So loves to our NZ doll down Timaru. And then I was up to Miss Joe. Loves going out to Christchurch Joe, sorry. Be more clear, Mox. There's lots of Joes that hang out. Hey, my list moved again. I haven't even got very far. Loves going out to Aaron. What's up? And where am I at? KBM Productions in the house. Mwah. Loves going out to Stephen. Mr. Kenny B is hanging out. And we got Miss Fisher and Maxie is been having a few jokes out there with Mr. Gizzy. Fish and sea and nautical related jokes. I've been dropping a few while they were waiting for us to go live, Megs.
All I'm thinking at the minute is like, where on earth is that bass coming from? It's like, my mic is picking it up.
Yeah, it is. I can hear it. There's party going on in your background. It's okay.
Yeah, it's not even in the shop. It's somewhere outside.
It's probably DTR next door.
No, they should be shut now. They would have closed about an hour ago.
Where was I up to? Big loves going out to Mr. Moses. Mr. Moses chilling out there. Mwah. How you doing, honey? Shakira in the house, another one of our NZ dolls. What up? Mr. Shane Smith has strolled on by. So has Mr. TC Vapes. Wow, loves going out to the US. Mwah. My list is shifted again. Who am I up to? Yeah, all the peoples is Greg's hanging out as well. That's where I'm up to. The rent reviews. Mr. Greg in the house, and we also got V-Dog in the house. So Vince and Greg are both hanging out from Canada. So love's going out to you guys. And of course, if you want a holler, you need to say something out there in chat. Your name will pop up in the list, etc., etc.
Yeah, I know that Sarah's name had popped up in there at one point when I was like talking about me stepping up a little bit here in the shop. So you're welcome, Sarah. Anytime.
Yeah, big loves going out to Sarah. I just scrolled back in chat to see who other names I missed from earlier. Loves going out to Paul, also from Australia. Lab Work Vapes in the house. That white guy, another one of our Americans chilling. And then I mentioned Mr. Gizzy, Sport Life is out there. Who else has gone quiet and was chatty earlier? I think that's everybody. And of course, oh, apologies if I've missed you. Just holler out and chat again if you want to holler. But of course, mwah, mwah. Hey, Lucas.
Hi, Lucas.
So, hope everybody is having a chill evening wherever you may be on the globe. it's going into autumn here. What do you guys overseas call it? Fall. And I think you guys are now coming out of your winter and heading into your spring, I think, started for you guys.
Spring. Yeah.
Spring. So, right. Okay. Before I get all serious, because I've got a little bit of a serious thing to say for a wee bit. What are you vaping on, Megs? But get all the generic out of the way before I get all rambling on it.
I am currently vaping on my purple nurple.
Oh my god,
I need a name. Someone give me a name for this setup. I don't normally name my things, but I feel like this needs one. Because it's the prettiest setup that I actually own. Or should I say the most colourful setup that I own.
Purple Nurple's not a pretty name.
No, it's not. It's quite disturbing. So if you guys can like think up of a name, so it's just like my rainbow punk with a purple goon. Come up with an awesome name. And I might call it that from now on.
So what juice you got?
Oh, the juice. Voodoo Blue from Vape Canyon.
Oh, nice.
That's it.
That's it. Seriously, you should call it the Rainbow Connection. So
all of a sudden, I've got Kermit the Frog.
Is that your only setup you've got going on? That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I got twos happening.
I decided not to sort of do like a plethora of setups because it's like, you know what? I've been just rocking this here at the shop for a while now, and it's seems to be my thing at the moment. And I'm going to be sort of tearing apart paper towels. Sorry.
It's your thing right now.
At the moment, yeah. I can't get it out of my head now. One day you'll find it. Connection.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Okay. And dreamers and me.
What is going on? I need to turn my autofocus off. It is like immediately going in and out.
It's buzzing.
There we go. Done and done. Turn that off. Up and down. All right, back to you guys. Sorry, just distracted by my autofocus. Keep going in and out there. So I am rocking my purple goon. I know we really want the autofocus now, but it was just being a pain. So I am rocking my purple goon on my gold bling hustler, and I've got Sugar Baby going on there. So loves again to Jackie and Shane. I Vape Australia. And then I have my daily, and this mod's become a little bit more special, and I'll get to that in just a sec as part of my story. I've got my daily, my limitless going on my Captain, and my juice in there also happens to be Vape Canyon with the Radberry. Whoops, there we go. And actually, full disclosure, I have a wee bit of last week's winner, Fog Farm, who's we will be announcing the giveaway of that. Sorry, entries closed when we were live. There we go. I forgot.
Another one is like fluoro disaster.
Who's a fluoro disaster? What?
This is what I should call this.
Oh God. So yeah, we will be announcing the Fog Farm giveaway winner in the not too distant future. Just looking at the time, coming up in a wee bit. So I've got a wee bit of Tangled. Sorry, that's where I got distracted going there. I got a wee bit of Tangled, which is the berries mixed in with my Radberry from Vape Canyon. So that's tasty mix going on there in my Limitless. So okay, oh my God, Megan, I have had a cray week. Well, not even actually a full week, but almost. The last 5 days have been. I have no words actually.
It's been a roller coaster.
Yeah.
A roller coaster of emotions.
in a different way. Like, okay, so I'm gonna get all like real talk with you guys for a wee bit. I'm gonna get all serious. I'm gonna
Okay,
try
before
not.
you get serious, I'm just gonna say, and now what I'm gonna do is that on our website, I'm gonna post a picture of this and get you guys to name it.
On the dispensary Facebook page.
Oh, I might do both.
Oh, you mean on our Ohm Kiwis page?
Because I'm talking about it here, like on the show. So it's like, put a bit of activity on there, you know?
Oh my god,
my device.
Alexis, it's so cool. Vaping noises. Vaping noises. I like that.
So what are you vaping on today, Megan? Vaping noises.
Vaping noises. But I don't know if it would stick, but that sentence would just be so low.
Rainbow squirts.
Oh, please. Sorry, I just did a wee bit of scroll back in chat before I go and get all serious. There are some hilarious names going on out here. Yes, I like this. Run a wee little competition on the Ohm Kiwis page, honey.
All the peeps have seen Jeremy like roll by.
I know. Yeah, Jeremy was just leaving the shop. All right. Oh, okay.
I'm in such a weird, quirky mood because now all of a sudden it's like they see me rolling. Fuck.
Sorry, I can now also hear the song. It's like that's all good. I needed that wee little laugh before I go and get all serious.
Rolling dirty. Stop.
Oh, they actually heard of it. All right. It's been a hellish last 5 days, and I want to get all serious just for a minute because Cyrus. Megan knows where I'm going with all this, so I'm going to try not to get emotional as well. You guys all know that I've had a really tough year in general the last few months with my health and the things that life has thrown at me to cope with, both mentally and physically. Well, fuck me. There's no other way to say it. The universe threw me another serious hump in that roller coaster of both mental and physical things to deal with. And not going to get emotional because I got a serious message to say, and that's why I wanted to keep it all zen and chill and not even get all email on some vendor episode anyway. I had a car accident on Fridays, so I had another very serious mortality and reality fucking check. There's no other way to say it. I had a fucking universal slap to the face. Again. And I say again because although I don't talk about it on the show very much, and I'm not going to get distracted by looking at chat just yet, Megs. For those of you that don't know, I don't really bring it up on the show. And those of you that have met us or me at vape events here in New Zealand, 20 years ago, just over 20 years ago, this Christmas will be 21, I had a very major, serious car accident where I came very close to, the end of it. And how old was I? 17 then. And I had to learn to walk again. I have a whole lot of metal in me and now suffer a whole lot of my invisible illness and chronic illnesses because of that trauma. And Friday's accident dealt me a very real motherfucking deja vu. So, point of where I'm going with all this, because don't want to get teary-eyed. Don't want my makeup to go everywhere, y'all, especially in front of everyone. Done that before in your episode, haven't I, Megan? So, I am okay physically, thank fuck, because I know exactly. There was a lot of damage done to my car. I'm very lucky to have literally been untouched inside my car, and no, I didn't have airbags. I'm still waiting to hear from the insurance company as to the state of my car, whether it's being repaired or whether it's a write-off. So, yeah, it's still 50-50. It was fucking scary, and I have been, what's the words, dealing with a lot of mental struggle since Friday. I'm feeling very brave to be here tonight, actually. That's why I wanted to keep it zen and chill and not talking about fuck all. But feel free to ask questions and, do your thing out in chat. Yeah, feeling very lucky to be here, to be chilling with you guys. It could have been way worse. I know it could have been way worse because I've been through it. The reason why it was such a deja vu that I have been experiencing, because it was literally the exact same circumstances as my first accident, and it was insane. And yeah, so I've been dealing with that mental struggle, the flashbacks, nightmares, reliving the first one because I know how bad it could have been. So, point I was going with all of this is don't take each fucking day for granted. I'm still here. Oh my God. I'm still actually going. Oh my God. Because, yeah, tell everyone that you love or that is dear to you in some way, or say sorry. Can go both ways. Apologize for shit if you need to man up, woman up, whatever. Or tell people that you love them, because there might not be a tomorrow and it can happen that quick. And I was on my way to meet my mum for lunch and off to Cairo to sort my skeleton out as it was. So it was a really fucking intense day. And yeah, I'm here tonight, guys. So, loves to you all, even the fucking haters, because obviously I wasn't meant to go out like that. I'm still here. Whoo, take a breath, take a vape, and just sort my shit out here for a second. Whoo. Hey, yeah, hope everybody didn't have the weekend I did. Ooh. So, yeah, my guardians were definitely with me on Friday, and including my very dear friends that I've lost oh so recently, and family actually. I was meant to still be here right now. So my message is just fucking. Well, it's actually two angles. Don't take it for granted. Tell the peoples the things. And the other side of that is, when you're struggling, when you're in your darkest days, when you're in your darkest times, it, just remember how it could be worse for you, whatever your struggle is. I'm getting all generic here now, apply it to your own life, be relatable, Mox. Yeah, whatever your struggle is, it could be worse. There is somebody out there who's struggling more than you, so you are strong enough to pull through because somebody else is doing it harder. That's my love of message to you guys. So, yeah, mwah, loves to y'all. I have a vape for you. So yeah, in that aspect, Megan, I'm sure you're glad you don't fucking drive.
Sometimes. But at the same time, I kind of wish that I did. I'd be a lot more useful. Not just to my flatmate, but also here at work. we've got an order that needed to be picked up from the airport, and yeah, it would have been like, yeah, you could just close up the shop for about an hour or so. We can go pick it up. And then it's like, oh, I wish you could drive. Then you could have just gone for a drive, had a bit of a break. And it's like, yes. I said, maybe I'll take up Maxie's offer.
Maxie, you're going to take you to drive. That's right, I was going to take you to drive in my old bomb. I'm not even, okay, so I don't even know if I want that car back. If they can fix it, I'm looking at it now going, I don't know if I want to drive you anymore. So I am still driving. I have got back behind the wheel since with someone else in the car because, yes, it's still very anxious and nervous. But after my rehabilitation and the year of learning to walk again after my first big accident, I have realised since that if I don't get back and do it straight away, it just gets harder and harder to do. So
That's it.
I have still been driving since, but not quite there yet. Don't know what I'm going to think depending on what the insurance repair is going to say to me. So yeah, don't know much about it. For those of you that are on my friends list on Facebook, I did make a post and I put up some photos. I didn't put up any car photos and stuff because the insurance is mid-claim and yeah. It was fucking scary. It was fucking scary, and I am grateful to even be here to tell you guys about it. So in that respect, because I have been through worse in an almost same circumstance, and I'm meaning a greasy wet road, just started raining, slick, yeah, all the things, because I know how worse this could have been. Yeah, fucking just my message to you guys this week is don't rush life, try not to be too chaotic, because when chaotic happens is when crazy shit can go down. Just keep it zen and maybe life will come a bit smoother. That's how I'm trying to think right at the minute. Try and keep it zen and life will go a bit smoother. Yeah, we'll see. So, how the fuck is everybody out there? I'm just having a wee little ramble. I don't want to be all serious now. So I said my bit. Mwah, love you guys.
Just
What's
see
going
Max's
on?
comments in the chat is like, what, conspiring to get me a moped? No. Megan on a scooter would look ridiculous.
Maxie, don't do that.
Ridiculous. But in coming back
Scooter
in regards
in
to what you were
Wellington
talking
is
about,
dangerous.
I'm definitely glad that you came out of it unscathed. However, I do understand that, yeah, you'll still be kind of like haunted by what happened nearly 20 years ago. And it's just a reminder of that after having that near miss. I mean, I'm calling it a near miss because you did walk away from it unscathed.
Yeah, I
like
literally
physically, you came away.
Cannot believe.
Like, was it? It's like, yep, you came out fine, which was absolutely awesome. But I know mentally it is tearing you to shreds. I know that you'll get there because I truly believe that you are one of the strongest women that I know, and it's going to take time. I know it'll take time, but I know you'll get there, and I'm here for you.
Love you, darling. Love you. Don't make me cry. Yeah, it's just it's hard because my body still struggles with all my illnesses on my daily that I deal with now, let alone the remembering in full capacity that seems to be going on right now. So yeah, got a few painkillers in me right this minute because it's been hurting everywhere. I told you. Hey, G just strolled into chat, and
Megan on a scooter wearing a cape. You know what? I can see that. That would look hilarious.
Hey, who else did I just see strolling? Mr. Dave Bryson is here. What's up, darling? And Mark Sr. has strolled in. Hello. Who else is out there? Hope everybody is chilling, whatever they're up to. We is just chilling and talking crap tonight. Keeping it real, because life's been very real for me this last week. Although, well, my last few months haven't been fun. There's been a lot of bereavement. But this was real on a whole different level. And it's really funny, I find, Megan, you know, on the days we struggle, and I don't know about yourself, I can speak for me. On the days where I'm struggling, when I put up the old cheesy Facebook image quote thingy, image meme. Well, they're not. I don't really think of them as a meme because they're a quote. But you know, you're like trying to pull your own strength as well as inspiring others. And I find, and I've thought about this a lot over the last few days with the things I've always said to people, the advice we give in whatever scenario, we always preach the lessons we most need to learn. And I've always found that the awesomest advice that comes out of my mouth, I'm like, are you listening to yourself? Are you heeding what is coming out of your own mouth right now?
It's like that saying, you know, practice what you preach.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly one of those. So yeah, all of those inspiring quotes I put out there for you guys, my friends, I'm trying to like tell it to myself, tell it to you guys, and yeah, love the life. I'm trying to live some life, but it's a little hard with my daily struggles. So love what you've got, because remember, it could be worse. That's the one. That's the one. So yeah, literally
Trying to pour whose confidence and motivation in line.
Rambling about things. Ooh,
Come on, connection.
Hey, what's up, Kirk? Hey, Kirk, how you doing, honey? We're still streaming to YouTube, but oh yeah, there you go. You froze on me for a second, but I see you moving now.
I'm watching OBS at the Hawk.
Hey, Steve, you've just strolled in as well, honey. Mwah. Hey to everybody out there. I've got to try and get my head back in the game now. Anybody got any questions for us? Completely change the topic from what I've been rambling about. Somebody make it vape related.
God, I was going to say, it's like, please don't ask as to why I don't drive.
Well, now that you've gone and said that, like actual. Oh, we've gone back to fish puns, really?
Yes. Well, I suppose if I was to talk about it, well, when in America, just in case like you don't know, we've got 3 license stages. So we have learner, restricted, full. I have my learners. And I got my learner license when...
I didn't even think you had that.
Huh?
I didn't even think you had that, so I'm impressed.
Oh yeah, like I went and got my license when I was in my late teens, and around the time when I got my license, my father had purchased a little Mazda 323 and was like, I'll take you out for lessons in it. Oh, hang on, connection's just going a bit funny. Stop, just work. And yeah, so Dad had got the car and he was taking me out for lessons and everything, and then my sister's partner, because my sister was oh gosh, she was pregnant with my 17-year-old nephew. And at the time, like my sister's partner, he would come and visit, and he would use... No, connection's going stupid again. Come on. I should have restarted the blooming computer when I updated OBS.
Yeah, you're glitching on me, but it's still... Oh, it's still going.
Come on. Okay. So yeah, so my sister was pregnant with my now 17-year-old nephew. And yeah, so he would come and he would visit my sister using his mother's car. Well, he was on a road trip and he ended up riding off said vehicle, and it was and that vehicle was the vehicle that he was using to actually sort of cut himself and my sister around, to doctor's appointments and all of that sort of thing. And since riding off that vehicle, he needed a car to get around in, and my dad gave them the Mazda. So my lessons stopped, and they never really restarted again. So that's essentially what happened. Lesson stopped. I didn't drive
Your
again.
lessons just stopped. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Alright, string just gone green again. Okay, hopefully we're good. Cross fingers. Oh, okay, so while you were chatting, a couple of things when we were going on out in chat. One, Miss Maxie reminded me of something really important we have to tell you guys. Really awesomely important.
Okay.
Christchurch Vape Day has a confirmed date. Dun dun dun!
Yes. It's finally been confirmed. So Christchurch Vape Day for this year is the 19th of May. Which is very close to the same date that last year's Christchurch Vape Day was. I think Christchurch was the 20th. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good drive home on Thursday.
So, the other thing that was going on in chat is what Jackie, I believe it's Jackie out there, is typing from iVape Australia about some stuff that happened in Australia today. And I also got a message from Paul, Labwork Vapes, prior to the show, but it was literally just prior to the show. Did not have time to read it, but he has sent me, I believe, the document, which is a transcribe of the debate that happened today. I screw my face up because I'm trying to remember the title of the document. Paul, if you're still out there, do you want to chuck some info out in the live chat, please, seeing as it's all recorded now? Right, so Jackie has thrown out information that Australia has had inquiry into the use and sale of vapes today, and they have now forwarded it to the debate stage. So let's see how long it takes. Okay, so maybe what the document was that Paul sent me was a transcribe of today's inquiry. Next comment I saw made was Maxie asking for elaboration on Jackie's statement. So she's gone, our government, Australia, still won't let us use nicotine and think that letting people smoke is a better option till there is a safe option. So basically, bottom line is Australia is very silly and won't acknowledge that vaping is a healthier alternative.
That's such backwards thinking.
It's far more complicated than that. It's effectively the bottom line. Until it is 100% confirmed in this, that, and the other direction, well, this is how it's appearing at least. In the background, I have no doubt it's big tobacco and money pulling strings and playing the games with the power and the peoples and all of the conspiracy theories that are very likely true when it comes to government. Not going to go down that rabbit hole. You guys know what I'm talking about. Watch your Billion Lives. Yeah, so the big things been going on in Australia today, and basically, albeit the big things are happening, the discussion is still happening. Australia are not seeing the bigger picture. They're not seeing. Sorry, I should rephrase that. Because big tobacco and money are in the background, and we all know this. So whether you want to call it conspiracy theory or not, they are not seeing the better picture rather than the bigger picture, because the bigger picture will always involve money and power and the people in the background who can climb whatever ladder to do whatever they do with power. do crazy things and make crazy decisions is what they do with their power. But bottom line of that is they're not seeing the better picture for the people's health, the long-term healthier option. I mean, Megan, they don't recognise that vaping is a healthier alternative. Like, what?
It's ridiculous.
Australia,
there's so many studies. Why aren't they looking at them? Honestly. It's like, come on. Australia, you do realise that the Royal College of Physicians and the UK Public Health have already determined that vaping is at least 95% safer than smoking cigarettes. At least 95. Come on.
That's
why I said it's such backwards thinking.
It's so frustrating. Like, okay, if you're going to be so blatantly anti.
Yes, I want to come to that topic there, Garrett. Is in regards to the court case regarding Philip Morris and the Heats thing. Philip Morris won.
You're aware of transition?
Aware of the what?
Come on. All right, go. You're aware of updates. I have anything. So tell us what happened, darling. Tell us what happened.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to basically just go off like a an article and just hope that OBS stays connected. Okay. So the Philip Morris case was dismissed. A charge against tobacco giant Philip Morris that its Heats product was illegal has been dismissed. The Ministry of Health brought the charge against the company last year, saying that the product was illegal under the section of the Smoke-Free Environments Act. The charge was dismissed in the Wellington District Court after a 3-day hearing earlier this month. Judge Peter Butler stating that while Heats may have associated risks in itself, the product was not as harmful or potentially harmful as ordinary cigarette use. Heats are designed to heat up but not burn tobacco until not burn. Why is there a comma there? Tobacco until it releases nicotine in a vapor. The charge was laid after the Ministry of Health received a complaint about their electronic tobacco products from rival company British American Tobacco in 2016. Soon after, a ministry investigator used a controlled purchase operation to buy Heats from Philip Morris after meeting an employee of the tobacco company in a Starbucks in Lambton Quay in Wellington and receiving a code to buy Heats online. The ministry originally brought 2 charges against the tobacco giant, one of importing and the other for selling Heats in New Zealand, but the first charge was dropped not long after the case began. Ministry lawyer Sally Carter told the hearing that there was no argument over whether Heats contained tobacco, but how the product fell under the smoke-free legislation.
I just appreciate it coming, but I couldn't hear you. Are we going? Is it going to still connect? Yeah, we're back. It's streaming. Oh, bless.
Come on.
It has connected again. We are still rolling. I can hear you madly clicking.
Yeah, it's like, come on. Yeah, it seems to sort of, I don't know why. I just feel like as if they're clicking on frantically on OBS. Like, come on, go green.
Does it make it go faster?
It doesn't make it go faster, but it's like it goes from like red and it's like click, 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 and then it goes back to green, and it's like, I don't know if that actually works, but I feel like it does. Ah, damn. No, it's going back into the red. No, stay out of there. Stop.
Right as we were in the middle of actual information. We're still streaming green to YouTube.
As to how, I don't know how it's doing it. Like, honestly, I just don't know. I really should have been and restarted my PC when OBS updated. Maybe the update has gone and screwed with the connection. Frantically clicking. Okay, we're back in the green. So yes. So Philip Morris won the case.
Can you hear me?
Stupid thing.
Oh, bliss. And it's green again, and we're streaming. Are we back?
Oh my god, those fish puns.
I know, right?
Maxie's like, damn you, internet, don't be coy with me.
I know. Chat is just going off with fish puns tonight. It's hilarious. I don't know what is going up with
the only thing that I can think of is that I did an update on OBS, which I figured that if I was able to just launch it, it'd be fine once it did its update. I probably should have rebooted the computer, just to be sure. I will remember that. Note to self, Megan. Reboot after update.
Sorry, I just got completely sidetracked by somebody going, I worked out how to chat and saying hello to us, but they've commented on a past video, not current live chat. So I'm sorry, honey. I don't think you figured it out quite yet at all. But thank you for the comment, because it's always lovely to hear from the fans. And as you guys know, I don't know what the internet gods are up to. We are having technical difficulties. We have been rambling about whatever the hell's coming out of our mouths. Before all of that chaos, right then...
Oh, bye, Hokey.
Megan was in the middle of an article telling us about progression on the Philip Morris court case that was going on here in New Zealand that we spoke about a couple of weeks back.
Yeah, essentially it had been dismissed and that it's not actually in breach of the Smoke Free Environments Act because you're not burning it. So yeah. So I'm like thinking, it's like, does that also mean that we've been exempt because we're not burning?
So going off the comments that came up when we started talking about this and when you started reading the article, yeah, like, so it was big news that this court case was even happening, that our Ministry of Health and government were pushing back against big tobacco. All wonderful things, pushing back against the man, a government that was going, hey, we're not going to play your game, to said big tobacco man. But looking at the outcome, they've really done our little vaping community a wee bit of a service, haven't they?
They've done us a solid.
Oh, stop, bro. Chat. We didn't quite see that one coming, but one win for everybody.
It's like, yeah, still, fuck you, big tobacco, but thank you.
Sorry, not playing for your game, for your team. Don't want to get behind your product. However, because we were in the same corner and that just sort of like took a little bit of heat off us as well. So, yeah, like, what a wee little, what's the term I'm thinking of? You know, when you're watching a movie and you're like, oh, I know how this is going to come out, I know how this is going to come out, and then it's like, twist! Cheer for the twist! Oh, bless.
Yeah, I have to say, it's like, at the moment, yes, they kind of are a bit essential to vaping.
See,
especially
why can't...
in regards to releasing like their products, but yeah, I'd still prefer to buy my vaping products from independent vape shops such as the Dispensary and others around the country.
But of
Shameless
course,
plug. No.
yeah, but of course. Why can't Australia have this discussion? Hang on. I hope
That's
such
true.
topics like this have. Hang on, rephrase what I'm saying. I hope such topics like this come up in the debate that has now progressed from today's inquiry, today's discussion that's happened over in Australia and the government.
So, and just saying, like,
Yeah,
Geraint did make a point there. It's like, yeah, big tobacco. They've got the money to fight these battles, and yeah, it's definitely paid off in our favour as well as their own.
And we do also need to watch out for Big Pharma. G's also right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But well, it's just so blatant how big tobacco is leading, misleading, manipulating. There's a whole probably a slew of adjectives that would fit in there for that scenario. Others in the background misleading the Australian government for the sake of money and corruption and power and all the things that Billion Lives was about. Another shameless plug there for the movie. Yeah, like, well,
it's a fantastic movie.
To me, sorry, I should rephrase it. To me, that particular angle around the Australian government's struggle and hearing the people versus the actual change happening and the decisions going on, you know, like to me, that money and game playing in the background and the corruption is obvious. It may not be the case for everybody, so I just needed to clarify. That was my opinion. Oh God! Seriously, is the fish scenario still going? What is that live chat turned into?
Fish. It's turned to fish.
Oh my God! Oh my God! And okay, we went for a while. Aren't you glad they came back? There's some real dry dad pun jokes going on there.
Oh, the one that sort of like cracked me up actually came from Aaron as well. You better stop this before it gets out of hand.
There's so many, Sharky. There's so many going on at there. Awesome bad dad puns. What a great live chat reread for all you guys watching the replay. Like what?
So now it just makes me want to read off like the juice flavors from like Get Hooked. I should have put that beanie on. I wore that this morning because my hair looked atrocious.
No.
I've since done my hair.
Oh, I'm glad you've done your hair. And I'm saying no, we won't go on to the names of Get Hooked because it's about that time we should do the Fog Farm giveaway.
Fog Farm. Oh, let's just activate his logo, eh? Bling.
Activate.
Logo activated.
When I was combined, sorry. What's up, Darren? Welcome to the show. We're literally just rambling about whatever the hell comes out our mouths today. Any questions?
I actually almost want to sort of reposition that Fog Farm logo like right on top of my head, but I better not. That would just be weird.
Why? Just why?
Because I can.
So Aaron threw out another really awesome one. What's this got to do with the price of fish? And that's actually the saying I grew up with a lot out of my parents' mouths.
Fishing for compliments, are we?
And right now, Fog Farm doesn't have anything to do with the price of fish. However, they were the awesome vendor that we had on last week's show. And we have had an awesome giveaway open for a week. And albeit I said it late, entries to the giveaway did close when we went live this evening. So, to remind you guys what was up for grabs and what one lucky winner will receive from New Zealand or Australia. This was an open to Australasia competition. So last week on the show we had 6 flavours that we tasted. I have 3 of them in front of me. From the Fog Farm, and I don't know why I'm saying it, the Fog Farm. Getting a bit French on there. They're dairy farmers from Hamilton. Hence the cow. So these 3 of the awesome flavours. No, it's not going to focus because I turned my autofocus off. But those are 3 of the flavours from last week. And
yeah, can you recall the flavours that we tried?
we tried, well, these 3 are, we've got Tangled, lovely, berries.
Mm-hmm.
Go back and watch the review, guys. It was a yummy one. Next up in front of me is Rainbow Punch. Another one is Spiked Pear. And then
there was Coke Float.
Yes. Brandon's Big. And one more. What was it? Berry Sunrise. There we go. So those 6 flavours in 30ml, that 6-pack that we tasted on last week's show is what the winner will receive. So those 6 flavours exactly that we told you all about is the prize pack that one lucky winner will be receiving very, very in the not too distant.
Actually, very soon.
Well, yeah, depending on the mail, within the next weekish usually. Don't like to put a time frame on it.
It will get to you when it gets to you.
Really sorry, especially if you're in New Zealand. But we do allow, please allow up to 2 weeks for the postage if you are in Australia. It's almost like I gotta get it.
I just do my head and look towards like the counter. It's like, oh, I see products.
Products. Has stock come in the shop?
Yes.
Oh, exciting. All right. So yes, of course, if you don't win, you can check out the Fog Farms menu at any time. Maxie has awesomely just thrown out their website out in the live chat, which of course is now recorded on the replay. Hey, LJ. She can't hear me because I'm in Megan's ear, but she can see me waving. Yeah. That's another one of our NZ dolls, obviously local to Megan in Wellington. Miss LJ hanging out.
Yes, she was our, I suppose, courier of the day.
Courier of the day. Oh, yes. That's what I was saying. Sorry, she distracted me what I was saying. So Maxie's thrown the website out there in chat. Mm-hmm. Of course, on the episode last week, in the description is the website and Facebook page for the Fog Farm as well. Go and check out that tasting. It was a really yummy one. We enjoyed all 6 of them. So, with no further ado, hang on, I have to shift things around. Oh, excuse me, take Megan off my screen. All right. Do you remember to enter before we went live? Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Are you ready? Are you hanging? I don't know what the delay is.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
You guys want to give away winner?
Do you? On the edge of your seat. I was about to say edge of your seat.
She's queening. She's queening. She's queening. You're such a queen, girl. All right. Yeah, of course they're hanging for the winner. Of course they are. All right. You ready? Hit that drum roll, Megan. And the winner is... Oh, congratulations. Another one of our very quiet NZ dolls. We see her comment all the time, but she doesn't always catch us live. Our winner is Miss Nadia Wallace. What's up? Congrats, girl.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Now, I cannot recall if you are a previous winner on the show or not. If you don't already know the deal, honey, message me the Ohm Kiwis Facebook page and we will have a chat about if you want your necking package, your address, all the things. Have a chat and I pass those details on to the vendor, and Manny from the Fog Farm or Shana, whichever one of them does the posting, will get that awesome package of those yummy 6 flavours from last week out to you in the not too distant. Yay, yum. I'm going, oh, that's exciting. Congrats, Nadia. I say it's exciting because no offense to all of you guys out there whom we love every week and come and hang, all of our regular winners, we love you, but there is actual
nice to see
excitement.
a different name that comes up.
It's nice to have a different winner, a new winner. Hey, welcome to the you won something on our show thing. I don't know. It was just
Show thing.
show thing. Congratulations, Nadia. That's where I'm going with it. Right, hang on. I need to write down your name, darling, before I forget. Miss Nadia Wallace. Please message me at the Facebook Ohm Kiwis page. She actually she made whoops, lost my mouse. Made a couple of comments in the old comment section. I was gonna word that wrong. And one of them was that she obviously loves to watch all the way to the end because she was like cracking up at our ending last week when we were having our little ramble amongst the clouds, and we're probably live a little longer than we really are when we're rambling amongst the clouds right at the end. Yeah, so she was like, cracking up at the hilarity of our ending last week. So yeah, one of her little comments. I'll give you a little
stupid Oompa Loompa moment. What was that? Oompa Loompa out.
Oh yes, yes, actually. I was actually trying to remember specifically what comment she was talking about, but now I remember. Yes,
yeah, I remember because I was at home broadcasting the show, and yeah, the light bulb in our dining room, because that's where I was sitting. I was sitting in our dining room, is really, really warm, and there was no way of adjusting the white balance to make it a bit cooler than what it was. I still looked really orange. Even when I had it set to its coolest setting, and it's like, oh god, just give up. Except the Oompa Loompiness.
It just made me think of the fruit joke from earlier. Aren't you glad that they came back? Well, yeah, last week Megan was orange, so the comment stands. Statement works. Statement works. That's where I'm going. Oh my god, I'm just rambling about crap. Does anybody actually want to ask us anything, or you just want to listen to us talk shit on it?
Yeah, and keep dropping fish puns.
I know, but what the how is this a whole pile of these not even been repeated yet? And okay, so when we get distracted from chat, in the past we haven't been able, unless we've literally repeated it word for word, haven't been able to quite share the extent of sometimes the distracting what the fuck that's going on in our live chat. Now that YouTube is doing the hey, let's record a live chat so it can be part of the replay. As you guys can see, tonight we're rambling the ramble, and there's fishery from all fuckery going on.
Fisher.
I'm not even going to try and throw out a fish pun, but how are you guys not even repeating yourselves already? How many fish puns can there be, really? Oh, fuck. Carpe diem just popped out. How did you not say that one already?
Like I said, it could rattle off a lot of them from the Get Hooked juice range. They're quite funny.
Oh, it was almost a dry hit. Well, actually, now that I'll rewind that. Now that we've done the giveaway winner, we could pop out more fish puns if you so wish, but I'm amused that nobody's asking us random rambling random things.
Ram things.
Rambly things. Such a sophisticated chat. Yes, Maxie, darling. Isn't it though? Oh my god. Oh, hang on. I know a few things I can randomly ramble about. So if you guys weren't already aware, Dawn from Adore E-Liquid, which is her logo above my head and over here on the back of my hoodie, Should you want to go and try some of her lovely, delicious range from the US, we have a 10% coupon code there permanently with Dawn's range. Ohm Kiwis Rock, all one word, all together, lowercase, not the, just Ohm Kiwis Rock. 10% discount permanently. So if you guys want to try some Adore e-liquid from Dawn in the USA, then use our coupon code because that'll get you a discount. And then, of course, if you want to help us get to the 1K, then tell all your mates to sub to the channel because we're trying to get to 1K so we can do an awesome giveaway of a couple of mystery boxes for you guys. And on that note, if you are also wanting to participate in said mystery boxness and donate anything that you would like to piff to a beginner or someone you would like to help upgrade and share for your community, pay it forward. One of our mystery boxes will be secondhand gear as well, being piffed from the community to help others in need when they don't need the gear anymore. So yeah, if you guys want to contribute, if you're a vendor that wants to be on the show, whether you'd like us to taste your top 6 in your juice line or whether you would like us to review a product that you may have for sale with your company, give us a holler at the Ohm Kiwis page. Holler anytime. Okay, ramble done. Blah.
We actually have a question from KBM Productions. Have you both tried squonking, and if so, how was your experience? I have. I have tried squonking, and yeah, I quite enjoy it. The only reason, I mean, my squonks have made an appearance on the show in the past, or in past shows. I have the Pulse, the original one, with the Pulse 24 on it, which I purchased both items separately, and I'm currently borrowing. Although, however, it's been a while since I've been borrowing this this particular product from MOXLEY, the Athena. I really enjoy both of the devices. The Athena has a pretty solid construction because it's not like a lot of squonk boxes that are out there at the moment that are 3D printed and all of that stuff. It has, you know, the metal body and all of that sort of stuff, which is quite neat. My only niggle with it, because I liked everything about the Athena, but my only like quirky niggle about it was the edges. The edges felt a little bit sharp in the hand. Other than that, it's an absolutely fantastic device, and I mean both of those squonk boxes have the ability to, I guess, like lock or prevent itself from, you know, firing or accidentally firing if you've got it in a bag, or if you're that way able to in a pocket. I can't say I've ever put my my vapes in my pocket, but okay. But I do put my vapes into my handbag. I have a dedicated pocket that I put my setups into that can also fit a little bottle of juice next to it. So yeah, it's really handy to be able to lock those devices, whereas a lot of the 3D printed ones don't have that ability to be able to lock it to stop it from firing. I would definitely like to get some more. I think I've kind of had my eye on the new regulated Pulse squonk box. Yeah, it's currently where I'm at the minute. I mean, I look at all of the other ones that are out there and they look all pretty and stuff, but they have to meet my needs, my vaping needs. The regulated one would be good because at least then it's like, oh yeah, you can adjust the power and all of that sort of stuff according to your build, of course. And yeah, it's just convenient if I'm out and about and don't really want to be pulling out the bottle of juice just to re-drip every few minutes.
Well, my squonking experience is almost nilch. Almost. I am hoping that we can get a vendor on board to review a regulated squonk coming into New Zealand in the not too distant future. Nobody particular in mind, just any vendors watching, give us a holler if you're interested in being that particular company if you want a product reviewed. I have looked at many types of squonks. I'm interested in the concept. I have the first pulse RDA squonk, RDA with BF pin. That's the 22, isn't it, Megan?
Yeah, the Pulse 22. I
don't have a squonk to put it on though. So I've never used that particular RDA. My pin to make it into a normal RDA is defective, so it is an entirely squonk dedicated RDA that I have not been able to actually try out yet. So yeah, I have tried other people's squonks. Although I don't usually share my own mods, I have given in for the sake of literally being able to say that I've tried a squonk. I can see its benefits completely. I mean, I never thought I would jump on RDTAs the way I seem to completely not do fuck all without my Limitless. Like, never saw that one coming. So I have no doubt that with the convenience of squonking and what its actual initial concept is for, and that little bit more convenience, with being different to just a standard tank, of course. Like, I totally get it, and I want one. And I have probably more interest now that we're seeing regulated, nice, chipped squonks coming out. That has my interest more so than a mech squonk, just because of my own mech box history. I don't know. I appreciate them. I can surely have a discussion about many of the products that are out there that I haven't tried but have seen. But yeah, it's not until recently these newer products coming out. Sorry, what was it that you mentioned before that we were looking at the other day, Megan? It was the Pulse, wasn't it? That regulated one with the old acrylic resin, the pretty look. That was Pulse, wasn't it? Yeah. That has my eye probably more so than any prior squonks. The Athena had my eye a little bit, and then when Megs started using Maxie's one, it was like, ooh. But if you guys hadn't already picked up, I don't like having the same mod that everybody else has got. So it's like,
it was kind of neat when it came out with other colours.
Almost by my own stubbornness, didn't want to jump on the squonk train because every other fucker did. But no, anybody squonking, no. But it's like, I have interest in it, but all y'all are doing it, so I don't wanna.
I am not jumping on this bandwagon. No, thank you.
But I really want to get one. I'm poor as fuck. That's why it would be nice to be able to review one, but the universe will make that happen if it's meant to. But that Pulse though, it's nice to have pretties available and things, especially when for so long, exactly like you were saying, it was such a 3D printed market.
Yeah, it was. And it's like you end up like looking at well, it's not so much like the 3D printed quality. I mean, it's like you can get a range of different kind of quality in 3D printed products. But I mean, that wasn't like a big thing when it came to me like looking for, say, like a mechanical one. It was more like, what safety features does it have? That was more what I was sort of like going for when it came to picking a mechanical squonk box. I got completely distracted by like Aaron. I'm waiting on bated breath. That is a juice title. But yeah, it's those things are always like on the forefront of my mind. It's like how what safety precautions or what safety features does each mechanical mod have, which is why I really enjoy products such as like the Broadside, because it has like excellent safety features on there with the Darwin insert on the inside of the mod itself, protecting it, and the fact that you can just put the mod down on something and it's not going to hit the button. Like it's quite a sturdy button, so it's not a button that you could easily press. I've had no issues with putting any of my Broadside products into my vape bag, for instance. I've never had the thought of it as like, oh, is it going to fire? Is it going to be okay? I mean, because my vape bag goes into my backpack and I bring it to work and home every night, every day. And yeah, it's excellent. So safety features, that's what I look for.
Oh, it's always got to have handbag compatibility. Sorry, I was typing out in chat, but I was listening to Megan. Safety. And okay, maybe I'm getting mundana in my old age. We have been vaping a few years now, and albeit I love my mix, I will always love my mix, but there's my Admiral. There's my new series box. They do get used, but I tend to use them obviously between the show so that I can put them back up on the shelf so you guys can see them. But my mix don't really leave the house much anymore, and obviously regulated have on-off features, lockable buttons, cut-off features, all of the awesome coolness that you can have in chips for the safetiness of having a mod in your handbag. Yeah, I'm like Megs. I don't personally put mods in my pocket. I find that weird.
I guess the only sort of like pocket that I've ever put my mod in, it was in my dude hoodie, because it's got a purpose.
Well, yes, exactly. The mod pocket, yeah. So every mod that we look at, what is your safetiness for me to A, lock you, B, turn you off, or B, like with C rather, like with my Limitless with holes. It's not like a tank. I can't shut it off. I can't tip this up. It does leak. It's effectively like an RDA that I have to keep it upright all the time because it's filled with juice. There definitely has to be handbag pocket compatibility and safety features, and all of when I look at a mod, you got your pretty, but because of how I travel around with my mods, one of the priority looks and will be the same for any squonk also, the priority looking for features amongst its safetiness is how well will you rock around in my handbag.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just being reals about it. I look at something and go, like, I don't go out too much with my Hustler anymore. I used to take it everywhere for ages. Now I'm a little bit more precious to keeping that lasered picture non-scratched. Now that it's over a year old, like, let's just see how long we can keep it looking a bit pristine.
Yeah, I wish mine could be as pristine. I dropped it 2 weeks after getting it.
I wasn't going to mention anything.
I still love it though. I mean, you guys know, you regulars. I often rock my Hustler on the show. Although at the moment it's been pretty.
I'm being loud and noisy with my gooners in my Hustler right now. Oh, that was synchronized gooning. Synchronized gooning. Sorry. That was a good question. Thanks, Stephen. It's actually really funny because Megs has had her squonks on the show a few times. Her Pulse and Maxie's Athena. And I actually find it funny that unless there is something, a broad question like that directed at both of us to provide an answer, not many people actually ask me if I've squonked before. Like, there's just assumption I have, or that I own one that is never seen, or some such. It's actually funny. And it's like, nope, don't got one. Not yet. Anyway, I seen a comment out there in chat a little while back, but I didn't want to say it out loud because I wasn't sure if I was seeing things. I just scrolled by real sudden. Something G said about new stock arriving off the Pulse 80 watt that we were discussing. The regulated squonk.
Yeah, I think its release is in April, I believe.
Oh, is that what he was saying? I'm totally... No, I can't find the comment now. Not quite sure what you said there, G, but awesome. Megs is going to be stocking the 80 watt Pulse squonk, regulated squonk in the shop then, whenever it... So that'll be yay cool.
Oh, end of April. Why only 2? Or do you mean as in like, I will supply them 2? But will be the end of April, because that's when they're dropping.
Okay, I don't know what comment you're reading, but cool.
It's up a bit more, yeah.
Has anyone got any actual other questions? Because, you know, we're just chilling. We're talking about everything. Vape related or not, we're rambling. Giving life advice.
Yeah, we're trying not to sort of have any like empty space. So we're just going blah. No. Vaping noises.
Vaping noises. Yeah, how are these fish puns still going like that? And it's amusing me in itself. And I did see a question earlier. Yes, there will be an after party. Even if we finish early, there's always an after party.
Really?
I'm going okay at the minute.
Look at the chat.
Garrett, are you serious? Dun dun dun! The dispensary will be giving us a Pulse 80 watt to review. That is the regulated squonk we were just discussing with the pretty resin, acrylic resin exterior. Okay, I'm not sure if that...
I better start practicing the whole 2 camera buzz thing.
That's exciting. Love you, Jay.
Fighting.
Message me at the Ohm Kiwis page and we'll sort it out. Sorry. So when did you say that coming out? April. Fuck yeah, that's exciting. Oh my god, I didn't expect that.
Oh, there you go. There's another question. What was your worst experience in vaping? Do we count vape drama or no?
Ooh. How about not? Let's stick it to mods, devices, battery, vape, hardware related experience.
Hardware, juice.
Let's not go down the drama route.
No, okay. So if we're sort of talking about like hardware or e-liquids,
oh, those are 2 different experiences. Yeah. I mean, please clarify your question, Stephen. Do you want the hardware route? Do you want the e-juice route? We could probably give a story of both.
Oh, Jackie, what? Nana's going to be back in NZ next week.
Cool. Oh, Maxie asked a question too. Do we both have a unicorn, and what are they? Okay, so worst experience in vaping, and do we have a unicorn? I have many.
It's like, yes, vape drama can work. No.
The reason why I said no is because vape drama is always a long, rambling bitch session, ramble.
Yeah, and
we've just rehashing old hurts.
Yeah, we've only got about half an hour left in the show, so vape drama will have to be on standby. So we're going to sort of like talk about
no standby. It's just not. No, we're not rehashing vape drama.
Oh yeah, no.
That gives it energy. It keeps it alive.
Yeah, so hardware and liquid. So it's like, yep, both would be better. Do you have any bad experiences in regards to hardware?
I have a experience. I don't know if it's my worst experience, but it's definitely a safety one. That's the first and foremost that comes to mind. Okay, so some of you long-time viewers from way back who've been with us for a wee while may remember my parallel box mod mech GMM gas mask mod that I got from the US. And I'm trying to remember how this all actually went down. So I stopped using it for a wee while, and the contacts got a little bit rusty in the mod. And I gave the mod to a friend of mine to file off the rust effectively on the contacts and clean up my mod a bit, and hey, let's get this baby running because I missed this box mod type scenario. And unfortunately, all of the metal filings weren't completely cleared out of the box, like didn't quite clean it out good enough, and put a set of bats in and instant shorting, and all 4 contacts started glowing red, and the battery started swelling, and it's in my hand. And upon some very quick, fast reaction from me, which surprised my mate who was there, that I was in his garage and we were doing all the things at his house. So batteries out of the mod, quick smart, and thrown outside the garage door, out onto the lawn, where I think they possibly still are, and that's like maybe coming up a couple years back now, 18 months. It was a while ago. He just left them out there, like, just in case they were still going to explode. Like, these batteries were going to go if I did not. It was quick reaction on my part. So a battery safety thing, and that was just, the metal filings weren't all cleaned out and all 4 contacts shorted out, and glowing red things everywhere. Needless to say, I don't know what full extent of damage was done that day, and have not ever fired that mod since. So it's a shelf queen, but it's in a box right now. So that one instantly came to mind about battery safety, and not just like being safe in regard to your battery wraps, but in a scenario like that, when something's going wrong with the battery, depending on the device, obviously, mech, regulated, tube, box, etc., all of these factors, how are you going to react? What are you going to do? Do you know what to do? Do you know how to dispose of a battery? All of those things. So, my mate, I'm not going to name him, but my mate was very impressed at how quick smart I did react in getting the batteries out before anything did a fizz bang pop. So, Megs, have you got a hardware story?
Nothing as exciting as that. I suppose the only thing that I probably have is, oh gosh, it was actually not long after I started vaping. I can't give an exact time frame, however. I think I would have been about a couple of months in when I started. And some of you will know that when I started vaping, I started with a mech tube and an RDA. At the time, what I used to do is that I had when I started with clone devices. I mean, even though it was like, it was a clone, I made sure that I tried to make sure that I did all of the, the necessary things to keep myself safe. However, I had a little slip up. I was very tired. And I used to keep my nemesis and my at the time I had the clone, what was it? I can't remember the name of the RDA at this moment. I had that together, and I forgot to lock the firing button. So when I went to put it away, which was in my little zip-up bag thing that fit perfectly, along with a bottle of juice and a set of batteries. However, what I had in this little bag was just the mod, the setup itself, and the bottle of juice. And yeah, forgetting to lock the thing, and I'd fallen asleep, or I'd just started nodding off, when all of a sudden I hear my brother-in-law say, "Oh, I can smell like something like burning caramel or something." All of a sudden it dawns on me that he's talking about my vape, and I quickly open up the case and it's firing, because I had forgotten to lock the frickin' firing button. And I was like, oh no, the entire device itself was hot. And I managed to get it to stop firing. But it meant that I had on like a jersey or something, so I sort of quickly like used my sleeves that were a bit long and quickly sort of like pick it up and just quickly take off the RDA and kind of flick my mod to get the battery out. And this was all done outside on my parents' deck, because I happened to be at my parents' at the time. And I was like, oh no. And of course, like when I had a look at the RDA, I had completely melted the insulator cap, and yeah, it just looked absolutely horrifying. The mod, I ended up sort of putting that somewhere, ended up putting it on some sort of ledge thing to kind of cool off, and I went to touch the battery and that was hot, and I was like, oh god, I fucked the battery. Yeah, it was definitely one of those moments where I learnt a lot from that experience and ensured that that never happened again.
Auto firing can be real freaky, eh?
Yeah. And I was glad that I reacted when I did, and was able to get it to sort of, before it decided to go bang, because I really did not want it to do that. I checked over the mod and everything to make sure that it was still okay, sort of put a battery in and went to see if it was still slid in and out of the mod just fine, and I checked the contacts and all of that sort of stuff. The mod itself was fine. The RDA was fucked. And yeah, I remembered from that day onwards to ensure that I locked it. So every time, whenever I went to put that away into its case, I always checked the button. And it was like, oh yeah, it's locked, it's not going to fire, put it away. It's funny how quickly you learn from these things.
I'm just, as you're like talking about it, I'm just like, albeit I was responding to Nadia, our winner. Congratulations, honey. She's appeared out in chat while you were talking, darling. Responding to a couple messages and telling her to message us, etc. I was thinking about how many of my mods over the last few years have auto-fired, and there've been a few, Mix. They really have. My Cherry Bomber's auto-fired. My Hexome's auto-fired. My Revenger's been auto-firing just recently. My AV's auto-fired before, albeit that's a clone. Yeah, like I've had a little bit of experience with that one.
I mean, I can't say I've ever had like things like that happen often. I mean, I did have one moment where I had put my vape into my bag, but almost as quickly as I put it in, the button had rested on the inside of the bag, and it started firing, and it's like, oh, forgot to turn it off. But it wasn't long enough for me to go, oh shit, I've gone and screwed it. It kind of fired for about a second or two, but other than that, I've never really had any other device do that to me.
Just because I said all of that out loud, I've wondered if I've unconsciously turned to regs because of all of these incidents.
It's very possible.
Yeah, I
That's
just
very
feel like
awesome.
I'm having a self-realization as I said that out loud. Because, as we all know, like, it's kind of a journey on mix, talk about mix all the time, yet you quite often see me with a regulator in my hand these days. So, yeah, maybe it was an unconscious switch and I didn't even quite acknowledge that one out loud
Yeah.
until right then.
I think for me, like with using regulated devices over mix, is that if I have, say, if I have like my purple goon, for instance, currently reading 0.1 on here. If I were to chuck it onto one of my mech tubes,
Oh, me too.
I find that I get more punch and more vape satisfaction if I've got it on a regulated device and I'm vaping it at 100 watts than I do out of my mech. If I'm having one of those moments where it's like, oh yeah, I feel like using a mech today, I'll pull out the broadside and I'll use it, or the Admiral even, because both of those I bring to work and I take home with me each day, just in case I have one of those days where, you know what, I feel like using my mech today.
You know what? I rock a mech whenever I feel like it. But yeah, it's quite funny that I sort of, hey, do you know what you just said out loud sort of moment that I had going on there? And yes, Stephen, that is always great advice to take your batteries out of your mechs when you're not using them, if you're in a safe place to do so. And always remember to carry battery cases, guys. Don't have loose, no key jangle going on. Okay, so to continue on that one, do we want to go down the worst e-juice experience, or do we want to skip to what's our unicorn? Because either one of them will finish the show off, I reckon.
Just looking at it. Juice-wise, mine's really quick.
Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
7 C's. That is all.
That is all. Oh.
I really do not want to jump down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, that one is a rabbit hole. Past, wow, unfortunately, not quite as past as we would like, but a vendor in New Zealand that isn't supported.
Yes, was using essential oils.
I'm trying to think how to be really diplomatic there.
Well,
out
it's like a lot of the companies that do make e-liquids, they use flavor concentrates, not essential oils that you use for aromatherapy.
Oh, there you go. Megan essentially just laid it out for you, because you can guess the rest of that scenario, can't you? They weren't nice, and I just smelled them, but Megan actually tasted them.
Yeah, they were awful. And they gave me a headache. And there were others like within the community who also tried them and did like video experiences, and a lot of them were like dry retching and almost being like physically ill because of them. Personally, like the outcome that I would have liked to have seen was to him to just stop using essential oils and just get on the bandwagon with the rest of the vaping community, or the industry, should I say, not necessarily the community, like the industry. Use flavoring concentrates or flavor concentrates. How hard is it to sort of just continue using what everyone else is already using? Don't try to be fucking different and use something else.
Yeah, y'all were being too different, and it put people's lives in danger. Health was at stake, my friend.
Yes.
Wow. Yes.
Unfortunately, even though that had happened, he didn't entirely disappear. I believe he's still trading. I don't know. I haven't looked into it.
That's why I said past vendor and then sort of stopped and went, well, actually, he isn't as past as we want him to be because he's still out there, unfortunately. But I hope he's changed his ways. I'm doubtful. I don't know, though.
Mm. What about you, Juice?
My worst e-juice experience was, well, it was sort of like two-ish. One was a bad DIY. The pistachio concentrate. I've mentioned this before, I believe. Too much of it can go horribly wrong. The smell of it in too much use smells like baby vomit. Taste any better, really. It was a horrible fail with pistachio. There were other ingredients.
You just reminded me of one that Dad used to get before he started getting into like sub-ohm tanks.
Not everyone likes that flavour, but it's an interesting one to deal with. And yeah, there are some interesting flavours out there.
Yeah. What's funny is that when my father started vaping, my dad and I have been vaping for about the same length of time. When he started with one of those EVOD kits. And he really liked a flavour, peach cobbler. And it was really good in his mouth-to-lung device. But the moment he put it in his first sub-ohm tank, I mean, I'm talking, I think it was the TFV4 at the time when that product had come out. When he had that in that, it was fine for like the first, I guess, like half a tank. But then the remaining half tasted like baby vomit. It was disgusting. Or spoiled milk. It was awful. He couldn't vape that flavour anymore after that. He gave it a try one more time just in case it might have been like a bad batch. And the same thing happened again. And he was like, nope, can't do that anymore.
Can't do that anymore. Yes, I remember you telling me about that story. I've got another worst e-juice experience, and I believe this one slightly more general, broad, all of those words, more relatable to a lot of vapors. I can't say that everyone has experienced it, but vaping a e-juice that has been in the sun, didn't realize at the time, and your nicks turned and gone spicy peppery. Ooh-wee. Now, come on. You can't tell me you haven't experienced that at least once and gone, what the fuck is wrong with my e-juice right now? Who just poured Tabasco in it? And yeah, it's been exposed to heat or some direct source that's turned your neck and shows us spicy ball. When you can't get that spice off your tongue, for me, now I know not everybody would have experienced this, especially me, and you wouldn't have been that you were a non-smoker, but in my stupidity of my younger years, instead of ever truly experiencing a proper chewing tobacco in the young, dumb, and always dared to do dumber shit years of your life, I have experienced chewing normal rolling tobacco like it was chewing tobacco.
Ooh.
Yeah. Getting that taste off your tongue, that takes a bit. That spice, very much like when your nick's turned and you has a spicy meatball vape and you cannot get that spice out of your mouth no matter how hard you try, no matter what you eat and vaping, really makes me think of being young and stupid and having a mouthful of, not quite a mouthful, but it felt like it, of chewing on rolling tobacco. You know, like being a dick and trying to recreate a cowboy movie when you like do the spit or something. Yeah, you know.
Like,
I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one.
Is that what happened? Chew, chew, chew. Blah.
Yeah, and then, yeah, for a couple of days. Yeah, so yeah, the worst juice experience wasn't so much the flavor of the juice at the time. It was the, oh my god, what has happened to my juice, and yeah, your nick's gone all wrong. That one's not a fun one, is it? Yeah, like it actually, like, it's every time every time an e-juice has just gotten a bit old, just slept a bit long, been in my cupboard a bit long, I can taste that peppery come through instantly of like, oh yeah, no, this juice is done. The second that peppery comes into line, like instant tobacco flashbacks of like, oh yeah, no, that juice, yeah, we're gone. Hey, Jock just strolled in, Mr. Anna Hippie. I can't believe, and I know there's a few people lurking and they aren't chatting. I can't believe that we has a few people actually still with us, hanging, listening to our ramble of chill shit tonight. Literally chilling and talking shit.
I think we've got time to fit in Maxie's one.
Oh,
Unicorn
that's right. What's your unicorn? Is it, here you go. Is Maxie your unicorn?
Maxie's my unicorn.
She wanted us to say that. If you guys didn't catch that out in live chat on the replay, Maxie's our unicorn. Yeah, no, like actual Megan. Have you strolled around lately? Have you looked at mods? Do you currently actually have a unicorn that you wish you could have?
I guess at the moment, though, the only thing that springs to mind is the Bredora.
Ooh, tell us about this.
Well, it's the broadside and the Pandora RDA combo. Do you remember he was like, Brandon, he was talking about it when he was in Christchurch, and he said that he was going to do like that, and like with matching serial numbers and all of that sort of stuff.
Oh,
yeah,
please.
I want that.
Okay, see, I've had craziness happening. I've missed things going on with my own friends. I didn't even realize it was coming out already. Yay. Oh,
no, yeah,
great.
It's been out for a while now. I mean, Maxie's got one.
I missed it. Maxie, how did I miss this? Did I blink? Sorry, I've been in my own head. Like, okay, I blinked. I know I did.
Yeah.
Bless, a Bedora. So a broadside and a Pandora combo cereal match. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
That's a lovely way unicorn.
I mean, when Maxie got hers, it was around that time when she got like that big broadside order. So she got it like through like direct from Broadside Mods. However, I know that Hoopers stocks them, I wanted to get one, but at the moment it's just not feasible right now because I think how much is it? I think it's about $300 or something.
Ooh, that sounds like a lovely unicorn. It really does.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind having like another broadside or another admiral or anything, but yeah, I mean, I suppose it's either that or he's got like another broadside mod that's coming out that's actually shaped. It kind of looks like a cannon.
I was gonna say it's got some curves.
Yeah. It's got like kind of like it's almost like as if though he's kind of chiseled like in around. I kind of wish that I had my blooming broadside next to me. He's got like a couple of like what looks like as if though he's put in like a couple of grooves in the bottom just above the firing button mechanism, and he's got the same sort of close to the top, but it tapers like. It tapers in a little bit, and it kind of creates like this little bulbous thing. I kind of went to Maxie and said it looks like a rook, a chess piece rook, but a little bit longer, and it's like the half of the round piece that sits on the top. It's like it's been cut off, and that's where the Addy sits, like in hybrid. And I was like, oh, okay. All right, I think I want that. Yeah, $240 from Hoopers.
Oh, lovely. That sounds lovely. Now, I have had my eye on something. I've just done a quick Google because I blanked on the name of it. I could just remember what it looked like, and I'm trying to see if I have found the right mod. I keep losing my mouse, damn it. Oh. Yes, I'm 18. Okay, so I hate how you have to hit that on every site you go to. Yes, I'm 18, I'm older. Okay, so something a little unique has caught my eye, and I have no idea how much it is in the US. I don't know if it's available in New Zealand. I haven't really done too much research into it because I only just spotted it a couple of weeks back prior to my last week of crazy, where I haven't had an opportunity to look at much vape-related things of recently. I'm gonna.
Same.
Okay, I hope I say the name of this correctly. As Vape is the brand, I believe. The Lucifer 240 watt mod stabilized wood. Yeah, it's skim can accommodate up to a 28 millimeter RDA. So it has a bit of room across the top. It's dual bat. Like I said, I don't actually know how much it is, but being stabilized wood, and I don't really know too much about the brand as vape. Like I say, I'm not quite sure how to say it correctly, but it has a very so like a cross for me, a cross between, oh my god, blanking on the name, Vicious Ants sort of stabilized wood style versus Asmodus. Because it's got a little bit of the Asmodus-y curve going on the front. It's got curve in a different way now, and slivers of metal. Yeah, some ass vape. It's a Lucifer ass vape. I was really trying not to say that, Jock. 1S. That's why I'm going as vape. As vape.
Vape.
Yeah.
AS vape, I don't know.
Okay, so just for clarity, it's a mech. It's a dual bat mech mod, but it has a look like it should have that digital front screen there. Like it almost has a regulated look about it with the slivers of metal combining. I don't know. It's a nice little balance with the stabilized wood. I like the look of it. Anyway, ASVAPE as vape Lucifer, a 240 watt dual bat mech stab wood. That is my wee unicorn.
I'm sorry, Maxie.
That is my wee unicorn at the moment. And like I said, I don't actually know its cost for it to be like out of my reach financially. It's just something that's caught my eye recently that I know I can't afford even before I know its cost. And it's like, ooh, I could.
Oh, I think Mr. Potato has them.
Potato has them. Sorry, Rob. You have a name. Love you, Rob. That's Great Vape Co. in Wellington. Oh, bless. Is that a New Zealand 230? You're telling me, Mr. G? Yeah, I Google Maxie, Google, because I just had to do a quick Google to actually tell you what it was called, because I looked at it and gone, oh, that's stabwood mech, but yeah, right as I went to start telling you about it, I blanked on its name, so I had to look it up. Asphalt Lucifer. It's the Lucifer, darling. I don't know why they've named it Lucifer, but I'm guessing at 240 watt mech, and that's obviously a guesstimate of your battery amperage, la-di-da. It's going to be a bit of a rowdy, fiery one. That gives you that impression by calling it a Lucifer, doesn't it? But being stab wood, you don't want it to catch fire. Safety. Always remember your safety. Anyway, so that's the unicorn.
Sold out.
That's the unicorn that has crossed my eye of late. Well, I didn't even know that it was available in New Zealand, so that's really awesome that Robert has them, or has access to them, even if he is sold out currently. Did he 230 with that New Zealand price? Is that what Rob's got them up on his website as?
Yes. Sorry.
I was like, yeah, I'm talking to you. Cool. Alrighty. So that was a re-ramble there. We managed to fill in that last weekend bit of show with some actual information and some experiences there, didn't we, Megan?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, bless.
Did pretty good.
Okay. Oh, we have been chilling. Megan, what would you like to say to the fams before we roll out for the evening?
Thank you so much for tuning in tonight's show. It has been absolutely wonderful. As per usual, if you want to follow either myself or Mox, our links are all down in the description, as well as scrolling across the bottom of the screen. No, yeah, it was actually a really fun show. I thoroughly enjoyed it, fish puns and all. So I suppose I could just say my usual line, as well as being thank you. Be good to each other.
Be good to each other. Right, so I haven't said anything about it, but just here over my shoulder the whole night has been #Zen in the background, because life just needs to get a little bit goddamn zen right now and chill the fuck out from being such a roller coaster. Yes, universe, I'm talking to you. All right, fams, you want to catch up on what a crazy week I had, not so much Megan this time, go back and watch the crazy show. Cross fingers through the internet glitches. We made it. We finished for the night. We'll be back at you in another week. I have no idea what this next week will bring me, happen for us, and I don't know which vendor will be around next week, but we have got some getting lined up in the background. Right, got to remember my thing, Megan. Research your info, guys, so that you can inform yourself to educate others and advocate truthfully. Mwah. Big loves to you guys. We're going to go out on some clouds. We'll see y'all next week, whatever we're up to. Big loves to Lawrence, too. Lawrence rolled in late. I see you out there in chat. Mwah. We'll see you at the after party. We will be having an after party very shortly, so I'll chuck that link out there in a memoir. So, yeah, loves to all of you guys around the globe. Thanks for hanging out and listening to our hilarity of rambles, my emo moments, and like I said earlier, don't take life for granted and always remember that it could be worse through your dark time. Loves to all and stay strong, eh? Right, clouds. Thanks for supporting us and coming to watch Crazy every week, guys. You know, we really appreciate it, eh?
Oh, we so do.
Clouding out the room. All right, let's see if I can do some O's
I'm just
tonight.
clearing out my space in front of me. It's not necessarily the room. This room is huge.
A little bit foggy.
No. I potato the O.
I potato the O's all the time. They'll come out like little snowballs going, hi.
Ugh. Trying to get it so it would go to the camera.
Yeah, see, they look like O's to me, and then they come out, like, when I look at the screen, it's like, snowball. That looks awesome, didn't it, guys? Yeah. Oh, yeah, we got Kenny B out there quoting Gizzy, get off your butts and vape. Always love that saying. Thanks, Kenny. Loves to the Gizzy.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Big loves to you all. Be safe this week, and hopefully your roller coaster hasn't been as cray-cray as mine has. So, yeah. We'll see you in a wee bit. Love y'all.
Bye.
Hey, look.
Bye, lurkers. Oh, yes, and like Jen said, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe.
Oh yeah, 1K. Sub. 1K.